I'd like to talk about what I think, for me anyway, the real luxuries of the simple life. And I think one of the main things that, to get your day going properly, is a good night's sleep. If I have a good night's sleep, then I can really feel that I can have a positive day and enjoy it. And I like to start the day off with a cup of tea. There's nothing nicer than that, and the first thing in the morning. And so these are just small things that I find enjoyable, that I don't have to rush. And the freedom to choose how my day is going to be, who I'm going to spend it with, if I'm going to spend it with anybody, and the options to do something or not to do something, and not feel pressured into doing anything at all. And don't feel guilty about it. It's okay just to slow down. The morning progresses. I get up about 6:30, something like that. So nice early start, especially now that spring's approaching. It's much more enjoyable when you have days like this. But then I like to enjoy my hobbies, my art, and doing my YouTube channel. I get so much enjoyment out of that, and I get so much enjoyment about sharing my experiences with you. I think it's fantastic. I'm really, really enjoying it, and I appreciate all your comments and feedback as well, so keep them coming. And then I do some painting, find some time to sort out what I want to do there. And that takes a lot of time, and it fills my day very quickly. And, some of the simple things are just, now the weather's better and spring's approaching, the birds and everything are getting quite busy and noisy, and in the mornings especially. And so it's just a nice, relaxing thing to hear them sing. And then after breakfast, I like to go for a walk. And being a diabetic, this is a great time to walk after you're eaten, have your breakfast, because your sugar levels tend to rise. And I have insulin too, but I find that walking really helps me bring my sugar levels down. And so I'll go for a walk, not too long. I might do 2 kilometres, but that's fine. And I feel good about that. And then, some people take longer walks, but physically that's okay for me at the moment. Then, there's nothing wrong with reading a good book. For me, I tend to listen to books more, or watching a good movie, watching a good TV series. Don't be ashamed about doing that. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. And, even watch your YouTube channel. That's fine. If you enjoy it and it gives you some pleasure, fantastic. That's what it's about. And the other thing I enjoy doing is cooking. Although I'm having problems, I'm not so enthusiastic about food at the moment, but cooking is a big part of my life. I've always cooked. I've cooked for the family all this time, and which is fantastic because they have appreciation of home-cooked meals now too. And, they enjoy my cooking, and that's what it's about. Nothing wrong with a bit of curry or, some spice. I taught the kids to enjoy their spice, their hot food, so that's fantastic. As you get older and you're looking for this simple life, the ability to express yourself more and not feel guilty about that. There's a lot of loudness out there, and very negative loudness, and it tends to make the most noise. But if you can see through that noise and quietly, I think is a good way of putting it, express your views. Let them know that it's not acceptable the way that they're talking or the way they're behaving, but in a polite, quiet manner, I find works quite well. Another thing that I find, not so much now, but when I'm having bad times, is I'm not embarrassed to take a little nap in the afternoon. I usually do it on the couch. I might sleep for 10, 15 minutes. But that sort of just gives me that sort of energy to get on. I mean, because I'm on a lot of medication as well. So, that affects me. So to keep the drive going, sometimes I just need to stop and refuel a bit. And then, it comes dinner time, and then it's conversation with my son still lives here. My wife's home from work, and I've cooked a nice meal, and we like to have a good conversation around our dinner. And that's enjoyable, the three of us, and discussing everything from here to America to Germany to family to what we've watched. How was his school? How things are changing in his education. He just got his driver's license, so he's very excited about that. But having communication with other people I think it's important, and don't shy away from it if you can. But it's important. So those are my sort of real luxuries. That's what I call luxuries of my day. If I can do, not all of them, I mean, I'm not expecting to do all of them every day, but if I can work through most of those, I've had a good and fulfilling day, and I can have another good night's sleep, hopefully. I hope you like this little video. Give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe. It really helps me build this channel. I'm getting there with your help, but a few more subscriptions would be fantastic. And thanks again. Till next time.